For all those who got a piece of the American dream, there are those who struggle to make it every day. About 40% of the homeless population in the US is African American and languish on street corners. Half of the population in prison is black. Even for those blacks who did make it, race and racism continue to define their identity and their lives.
Even today, it's like racism still exists. So if I get on the train, the majority of the people on the train could be Caucasian, and probably they'll think of me as an African American girl. Or you have another side of the train that's saying, no, that's just a girl. It's an American, she's just a girl.
When are you all gonna grow up and get out of my house? Tell me about school today, Frank.
My father being a single father, raising 4 kids for 11 years by himself, he's achieved so much. With money-wise, when it gets tight, I'll see like the food like starts to dwindle a little bit. So what I do is I try to save money. My mother choosing not to be with us, I see her as a way to make me stronger. You said if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. It hasn't killed me, so I think I'm growing each day. All right, you need to get your clothes out. Can you wear this? We ran away for and I kind of became like a mother figure to Angela. My heart to you, there is no time underneath the sky. I used to dress her, change her diapers, feed her, all this stuff. Night, dude. Go to sleep.
She pretty much is the little lady of the house. And when she says something to these guys, it's like she's a drill sergeant.
Type it up, save it on a flash drive, I'll check it tomorrow. If you're not in the kitchen, the light is off. For like a really small person, I have a powerful voice. I'm quiet, I keep to myself a lot. But when I speak, it's like everybody's focused on me. Celebration of Black History Month should be discontinued. I got into debate because I was always curious about it. And I knew debate was a form of arguing. And then when I got to the class, I realized it wasn't only a form of arguing, it was an art. And you have to learn like the skill of debating. Yeah, I don't know much about WOODSTREAM, but I know for my teammates, they are difficult to beat. But we've always placed first, and this tournament will win. Of course, we know we'll win.
I think their chances are very good. She brings a lot of passion. In fact, I have to slow her down sometimes because she becomes Martin Luther King, and sometimes we don't need that. So she's a strong debater, and she's a big competitor. She doesn't like to lose.
I don't care what it is.
Don't put your hands on me.
You need to move.
You need to not put your hands on me.
Move.
If Mr. Roberts didn't believe in us, then we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be the first place team in D.C.
Good morning, McKINLEY. All McKINLEY students are invited to the debate tournament. All debate class students will meet today after school for last preparations. Go team.
All right, class, we need to get going here. We have a lot to do, and this is our last class before the big day. So first, let's look at racial profiling.
Topics do matter to us because they affect our everyday lives. We know what racial profiling is, not because we've looked it up on the computer, because we've lived it.
I had an incident about racial profiling. 5 police cars pulled up in front of the house, got out and told everybody to sit down and get on the ground. We weren't doing anything.
This country is still not equal. We're still suffering the effects of racism. That's why they have things like affirmative action.
Do you consider yourself a victim?
Yes, I do.
Racial profiling opens the door for law enforcement, most of whom are white, to make snap judgment decisions. It created this feeling in the community that if you were a young black man, you were assumed to be criminal. What's the resolution?
DC public schools should discontinue Black History Month.
The resolution is arguing that by making it 1 month, we marginalize its contributions.
I remember one time, somebody said, I hate Black History Month. And I said, why would you even say that?
Why can't we talk about Gary Morgan? He invented the gas mask. That's a black man that had a drink.
All right, what did you want to say? Great point. And you have got to use that in the debate. Some people argue that if it had not been for Black History Month celebrations, we would not have Barack Obama's success today. Many Americans, they live in places where you rarely ever see African Americans. So for them, the African American history celebration has been an opportunity to get to know and to trust and to vote for someone of a different color. You're doing great. Let's keep it going. I'm feeling victory in this room.
Coach Roberts may smell victory at McKINLEY, but across town at WOODSTREAM, ALISHA and her team are also warming up for the debate. They want to come home with a win.
Just because the majority of black people are in jail doesn't mean they're being targeted because they're black. Maybe they're being targeted because they're actually doing something. There's a difference between race and evidence, Jonathan.
Do you have a definition of racial profiling?
I like the clash and I like speaking.
Is that lexical?
And yeah, it's just me time when I'm up there. Get to have all attention on me.
Is it a made-up definition or did you get it from a reliable source?
Well, why don't we just split the info tonight?
I haven't read the article because it was like 25 pages.
I need to work on my flowing. I don't flow very well.
You don't flow at all.
I do flow.
Oh, what are we gonna wear?
Oh yeah.
We're losing our time. We need to have more strategy when it comes. I think other than that, I think we'll win. I really do. Okay, so I wrote down the things that
we practice extremely hard. The night before every debate, we're actually over my house, Candace, Travis, and I, and we're like just packing the home. It's an all-nighter.
Only the fittest.
They burn the midnight oil, getting the job done. They're mature enough to sacrifice their time, their weekends, studying, going to the library, that type of thing.
I wake up in the morning.
You have all your notes for your debate?
Yes. I'll travel to McKinley Tech. And I will meet with my team, start with preparing for our debate tournament.
Yo, sometimes I have to question my ability. Is it really worth pursuing a career with no stability?
Your adrenaline's pumping and you're just like really excited to debate. All the hard work's about to pay off. I stayed up all night. It better be worth something.
We can go out there and just knock them dead.
This is our house. You're coming to McKinley Tech. We will win.
Traditionally, it wasn't a lot of people of color participating in debate. Sometimes the judges might assume that they don't know as much as their white counterpart.
People have lowered expectations for many of these students because of the skin color. And I've seen the way that people reacted to the students that we took out on the national circuit. People would ignore them. Many of the students felt isolated. Race comes up all the time. We're working on breaking down those barriers. And WOODSTREAM's a big deal because also there are class barriers that we're trying to break down, and that's what this is all about.
For the WOODSTREAM students, this tournament is also a chance to get out of the exclusive preserve of a private school and mix with inner-city students who are likely to come from lower-income families.
It is now.
Only once the topic is announced, the students learn if they have to debate in favor or against. At that point, they're given 20 minutes to prepare their arguments. It's a race against time.
In your rooms, debating. DC Public Schools should ban the celebration of Black History Month.
Once they give that 20 minutes, it's like I'm in the zone. It's almost like in a basketball game. Before the tip-off, you might be nervous, especially if it's a big game.
4 minutes! 4 minutes! Go, 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 go!
The topic of debate, Black History Month, an annual celebration of African Americans who have made a real difference. ALEXIS and the McKINLEY team will argue in favor that public schools should stop teaching Black History Month. ALISHA and the WOODSTREAM team will argue against.
You guys, can we pray real quick?
Dear Lord, thank you for this day. We can come up with a victory, but if not, that we can deal with defeat.
Good morning. My name is ALEXIS Harris, and I'm arguing the proposition side. Yes, Judge, our history is too valuable to be simply pushed aside, but do you really believe that 1 month, the shortest month at that, is enough to cover the struggle, the pain, or what about the agony? We do not think so.
Who created air conditioning?
I'm sorry, I honestly don't know that, but I do believe that it was African American. I'm not sure of the name at this moment.
They don't even know some of these key people's names, so therefore we have still not done our job. Yes.
Are you aware that here at McKinley Technology High School, we have an African American course that is not only studied during February?
Okay, I understand that you're aware that I said it's as much study in depth. Everybody's not required to take that course, so I'm just not going to concede to your point.
And we said from the very beginning that it is a requirement.
Black history is the pain from not being thought of as a human being, the passion behind justice, and it's the tears that fall from your face when you're whipped by a white man who calls himself your master.
But she just really set the tone for the debate, and she put the standard that we had to climb up to.
I think they did an excellent job. The best debate that I've ever been in, really. It was a lot of emotion.
In third place, From Bell, Michelle Cole, Veron Dennis, and Christian Moreno. Second place, with a record of 4-0, the WOODSTREAM team of Candace Brown, Travis O'Dell, and ALISHA TALLEY. Come on down. And finally, in first place, with 36 total wins, McKINLEY.
I used to say I want to be like Venus Williams or Serena Williams. Then I got a little bit older and I said, no, I want to be like Oprah Winfrey. And then I got older and I was like, no, I want to be like Barack Obama, or I want to be like all these people that you see in the media. I realized, no, I don't want to be like any of them. I want to be me. I want to be the first Alexis Harris. That's what I want to be.